So Ivy League was our very first tour. They won that Battle of the Bands that we talked about at
Yeah.
the warehouse. They won it. They were really, really good. They got to play at Cornerstone because one of the rewards for winning that was to have a stage at Cornerstone. So they played. They got tons
Mm.
of connections all over. So they put together a 1 month tour and they asked us to go with them. And so they booked this tour. We were both independent bands. This would have been the spring of '99. So they won the band tournament in '98, played Cornerstone in '98, and then '99 we toured with them. So we had we we watched Spinal Tap over and over and over on that tour. And so we were like watching our tour like kind of fall apart in the same way that Spinal Tap's tour was falling apart. Like it got really funny at times because we just had like stretches where like shows just kept canceling and things kept changing and it was really funny. So we had a show in Iowa City, Iowa, and it got canceled. And so we were in this town and it was the last night of last day of school. There was going to be this block party. We went to all the bars downtown, and they were all like, "Man, we've got bands playing already. Though they're going to block off the entire street. There's going to be people everywhere. It's a street party all night. It's the last night. Tomorrow, everybody packs up and goes home."
Right.
So we just drove all over town, just trying to find some place to play. So we pull up to this late in the afternoon, early in the evening. We pull up, and there's this frat house, and there's just people everywhere in the yard. And I'm gonna probably, if there was photos of this night, our video, I hope I never see them because in my mind it is just like a movie. It is such a
Yes.
great experience. So there's people everywhere, just spilling all the way out. We walk
Cameras
up.
moving under the beach balls.
Oh my gosh, we pull up, we walk up to the front door, and we're like, "Hey, we're a couple of bands. We're on tour. Our show got canceled. We're just looking for a place to play." And these guys are like, standing there with their keg, and they're like, "You guys are a band, and you guys are bands, and you want to play here?" And we're like, "Yeah, we won't charge anything. We just want a place to play." And they're like, "You want to play at our party?" They're like, "Guys, the bands are here. The bands are here." And it was like, "Yeah!" So they start like just gutting this frat house. Like they're carrying tables and sofas out over their heads. Like they clear out the entire common area in this frat house. We don't have enough gear. We don't have any PA or anything. So we used one of our guitar amps as the PA. And so Ivy League, which was a really, really fun ska band, they had a DJ. They also played
Yeah.
saxophone, but he also was like freestyle rapping and everything. And so we just traded off.
They
They'd
were
play a couple
fun.
songs, we'd play a couple songs. It was the best night. Like there was, and we are too like they're from Oral Roberts University, so they were all super Christian kids. We were super Christian. This is just a normal frat party where there's just kegs everywhere and like red solo cups, and every time the people would be moshing, and like there was like literally just waves of beer splashing over us on the stage. At one point, the drummer is like, every time he hits the floor tom, like beer is literally like splashing in the air off of the puddle that's filled his. I'm not even joking. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
my guitar, I tipped my guitar, and beer was pouring out of the pickup holes. Like it was like I'm shaking it out of the electronics. Like I was sticky head to toe. It was really, really fun. And we were
This
just
is out
like,
of a movie for sure. So you're painting
Yeah.
it
So,
very
uh,
well.
Wow.
so one of the Ivy League songs is it was the Magnum PI song, dun 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 dun
Yes.
dun 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 dun, and the ska band's playing. It's this great jam, and then Steven, who's the saxophone player, DJ, and also the freestyle rapper, just gets up and starts rapping, and he's just, I don't remember what he was rapping about or whatever,
Sure.
but it was this great party. It was this great party. Everybody's loving it. And then there's right behind the drum set, behind this, because we're just in basically a huge living room, behind the
Yeah.
drum set, there's this window. And so because it was a frat party, they told all the girls, "You guys get to use the bathrooms. All the guys go pee outside." So
Of course.
there's this guy standing right behind the drum set, super wasted,
Oh no.
showing like maybe like chest up, like he's looking in the window, but you can't see from like the chest down. So he's totally decent, but he's out there peeing, obviously, and he's like looking in, and his eyes are half closed, and he's just like kind of jamming but watching but peeing, obviously. Steven's rapping, and Steven's
The
like,
flow state.
"There's a man in the window," and the crowd's like, "There's a man in the window," and everyone's turning, like pointing at him. He's like, "Whoa!" They're like, "What's that?"
Oh, that's hilarious.
It was a blast. It was literally one of the funnest. And again, I hope like if I saw the video, I'd probably be like, "Oh, that was so lame," But
Oh,
in my
no.
memory, oh my gosh.